in DevOps course, friends. First of all, I would like to welcome all the learners who have enrolled to the course. I get to see the list, those who have enrolled. Welcome, friends. You have made a good decision. You would understand in upcoming 3 months, okay, the way we are planning to go about completing all the topics in a very sequential manner. Okay, so we're gonna directly start our agenda. So as mentioned, friends, we are going to start with cloud, okay? And that's what we're gonna do. So the first thing that we all need to have, friends, is the cloud account, okay? Everybody, because we'll be doing hands-on, friends. So everything that I'll be doing, you you all can do that along with me, provided you have completed or followed the last topic discussed and have done your homework, right? So what I mean to say, if I'm explaining a topic and if I've explained a topic in the last weekend, you should have done the hands-on. If you just keep on listening, just listening and attending, it may not help. You need to also devote some time, okay, practicing, exploring, asking questions. You should be doing that. Okay, that's how the learning would exponentially be better. So the first thing all we need is the cloud account. Okay, and we will get that today. We'll understand. I'll make you walk you through how do we get the AWS account if you don't have it. Okay, if you have it, it's all good. May I know, like I'm going to walk you through the process. How do we create the account now? May I know how many of you have the account already? You can use the chat option, friends, to mention that you already have an AWS account. Have or you don't have, just mention it, friends. If you have, you can mention it, I have. If you don't, we will talk about it. Let's understand. Do we have? Okay, don't have. I can see that. I think. Okay, good, no problem. So let's understand how do we get this. So you can do this along with me. Okay, uh, I'm gonna go to incognito window, friends. This account creation would require a credit card. Okay, because see, AWS, this account we're gonna create in AWS, and they do not deduct the amount, but they need a credit card, few debit card, Indian debit card also works, and they deduct INR 2 rupees. Okay, INR 2. One second. So friends, they deduct INR 2 and they don't auto deduct the amount. That's the best thing. I have been using the AWS account for many years now. I can vouch for it. Okay, so here are the steps we need to follow. Okay. Um, Everybody knows about this website, right? Amazon.com. We all use this in our daily life to do some shoppings, right? Everybody. So use a subdomain aws.amazon.com. Okay. We need to go to this website, aws.amazon.com. If you go to this website, it will open a different page. Sometime we will understand how this routing works. Okay. Amazon.com gives a different page. Amazon.com gives a different page. If you do docs.aws.amazon.com, you'll get a different page. How this works, how load balancer works, we will talk about this in some day. Okay, we have in our course. We will understand how the routing works. Okay, when you hit a website, what happens? We'll talk about it. But to understand technically, right? We need to get to a certain level. We need to understand something called VPC, cloud networking, public subnet, private subnet. You need to understand a couple of things. Then only you will be able to appreciate how the routing works. Okay. Now, we need to go to this link, aws.amazon.com, and create an AWS account. Very simple. And you can use your email address to sign up. It's a very simple way to sign up, friends. Okay. You can use your email address, root user. Okay. First email address that we use to create the account, the first email address, that's called root user. We call that as the root user. So you can use your email address, your personal, the most common email address that you use. You can use this. You can give some account name of your choice, whatever you want. Okay. I have given SRE. If you look at the link, I have given SRE CloudPE or something like that. I have given some account name. You can give it and you can verify your email address and you proceed. Okay. You need to proceed and fill up your details, first name, like all the details, personal few details, right? And you will get, once you proceed, you can continue, friends. Okay. I'm explaining because I I don't have any email address to show you the process. It's very simple. Just continue. Okay. Um, you will need to select free tier account. You'll be given an option, free tier, business use or personal use. You can use personal use, as a learner. You can select that. And AWS would give you a free tier. Like every cloud does that because every cloud wants you to learn their cloud so that you can use it, and it's a business model for them. Like it's like a free version. Use it and then explore it. And if you like it, continue with us, something like that. So we'll talk about something called free tier, but please complete the process, friends. It will take 5 minutes, 10 minutes for you. Please complete the process and you will get what you will get eventually. You'll complete the process and eventually you will be asked to log in to. So I'll show you. I have an account and I will be using the root user, like the one which. Okay, I'll just sign out. So so like this, you'll be asked eventually when you complete the process, you'll be asked to sign in. So the email address that you have used is the root you used is called root user email address. So I'll be using the root user and we have something called IAM user also. I'll talk about it. What is IAM user? Friends, root user and complete this next and the user address and the password that you have set. And then I will tell you something about MFA, multi-factor authentication. How can you enable it? I'll talk about it. I will let you know what is MFA. It needs to authenticate. OTP comes, some sort of OTP comes in your mobile. Where's my mobile? Let me check. Where's my mobile? 1 second. Let's continue with the process. Okay. I'll search my mobile, come back. Friends, I got it. So I am going to a application called Google Authenticator, and I'm reading an OTP, and I'm going to press this OTP. I'll talk about it. How do we enable it? Once you do that, you'll be able to sign in to your cloud account like this. Please confirm if anyone of you was able to create the account and could log in and got this screen. Please confirm in the chat, friends. Good. Sudeshna was able to log in. Just now you created, Sudeshna, the account, or you had it from before? Sudeshna, could you confirm? Let others know that you had the account already or you created it just now. Yeah, you already had it. Others, take your time. It should not take more than 5 minutes, friends. Okay, good. Amol, you also had it. Okay. Okay, how many of you are doing it right now? Please tell in progress in the chat. I can wait for you. If you're planning to do it later, you can do that. All I need to know. Okay, doing it. Okay, Srikant, complete it. Take your time. Friends, please take your time, complete it. Good. So Srikant got this just now. I think Srikant was doing it and he could complete that. So Srikant, you just did it right as we speak.
That's
Very
correct.
first time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good,
very first. Yeah.
good, good. So yeah, it takes, as I told, 5 to 10 minutes depending on things. So friends, others, if you're planning to do it later, you can just message me that you will do it later. I'm all right. If you're doing it, I don't want you to stop in between. Are you guys doing it or done? Please confirm in the chat once. Shall we proceed? Cannot wait for longest time now. We should be continuing now, friends. Anybody doing it? Okay, yeah. Those who want to do it, please do that later. Saranya, you completed it just now? Okay, okay. Anybody doing it right now? Ved Vyas, you're doing it. So just completed? Okay, good. Okay. Friends, let's focus
Roshan,
here.
I need a help
Go ahead.
on step number 4. It's asking the company identity.
Identity means like, what can you explain that to that? Could you read that line? What is that?
Uh, which one?
what section you have confusion? Let others hear it. Others have completed it just now. Others can help you also. What is that? What is? Could you explain what's the confusion
I'm
you have?
step number 4. It is asking me
Mhm,
the confirm identity. So it's
mhm.
asking me my PAN card and other details. Should I give all the
Yeah,
details?
you have to give it. You have to give it any of those things. See, they need the details, okay? Few details. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They will not misuse your card. That I can very much sure because I'll show you, I have been using this account for the longest time. If you, let's say, even if the bill comes, I'll show you how where the bill comes. So you have to go to this service called billing. Okay. Those who have got the account, please look at here. You have to go to the service called billing. Search. So anything, okay. Anything that you want to get it done in AWS, it is through a service. If you want the server, there is a service for that. You need storage, there is a service for that. For anything you want to get it done, there is a service for it. Okay. So want to check the billing thing and all, go to billing service. Okay. Billing. Search here billing. And you can check the bill and cost management, as you can see here. And you have already logged in as the root user, means you have the ultimate privilege, the best privilege that anybody could get. You are the owner of the account. And because I have been using this account for the longest time now, I could see the split up of the bills. If you can see this, I can see the all the bills that I have got every month, right? And they don't auto deduct the any amount. They will not do that. For now, if you look at go to my payments, few payments should be pending also. Let's see this. I think I have not paid the last month. I'm yet to pay. Look at this. Look at this, friend. So if you look at this, I am yet to pay this. I have missed this, and there is some bill because I am not part of free tier now. So some bill comes. Though I practice, so I demonstrate this kind of bill comes, but you for you it will not come, and they don't auto deduct. If you don't pay to subsequent month, your account will be suspended. As simple as that. And to come to make the payment, you need to select this and complete the payment. You whatever the details you have given, you can use it. So it they wait for 2 months. So I have time. I will pay it. I, just now I have not paid attention. So you can see this, and you would get to see all the details of the bills. Like if you have used postpaid connection anytime, you could see the details, right? Where did you make the calls and all those things. You have the details. If you can look at this earlier, the cost used to be like little. Now from last 2 3 months, I'm seeing some more amounts is being, yeah. So look at this because EC2, I have been exploring other things. So I have been charged. Look at this, all the details. I'm showing you the Feb month cost. There are some services, VPC, S3, EC2 instances, taxes, Kubernetes. I have been being charged for these things. Okay, right. So that's how it is, friends. You can get all the Explorer things, cost anomaly section. If you have some anomalies to your cost, they can send you some anomaly reports also. A lot of good features. Okay, lot of good things in the billing service you get. Okay. So I would like to know, friends, for the final time, let's continue. How many of you were able to create the account just now? Just now. Please type yes in the chat. I want to just know that. Srikant, you could do that. Good. Others, somebody else was also there, right? One more or two. Srikant is the only one. Okay. I am going to request, friends, if you are planning to continue, able to create account successfully. Saranya, yes, Saranya. Srikant and Saranya. Good. Please have this account. You need this to practice, and that's how we will practice. Okay. We need this account. So get it today or tomorrow before the session. It would help you, friends. Let's. So now I'll tell you something about. See, there's something called free tier. Okay, in the billing service itself. So when you get this account, there is something called billings. There's something called free tier. Free tier is something AWS gives you, like for a free, for anybody to explore the cloud account, and they give you some credits, and you can use it. So if you go to, see, this is the exhaustive list of free tier, what all things are free, and how much you made usage, and all those things. But if I show you the list, AWS free tier, just in the Google, if you go AWS free tier, you would get exhaustive list. What all things are free? See, understand the scope of cloud, friends. We are using the cloud to get the server because I don't want to set up a data center. I cannot afford to set up a data center. So we are using the easy, one of the easiest ways, and everything is ready. They have opened like a business. For them, it's a business model. The more people use cloud, their business revenue would grow. That's how it is. And for us also, for the customer also, it's benefit because we don't have to. We get a lot of things ready-made. So they have developed it. The solution is already there, and we need to pay for the charges. Right? Pay for the whatever we use. We need to pay for it. Correct, Srikant. You need to wait for that. So just hold on for some time. You may based on the usage, that list will come up. So look at this, friends. A lot of free tier is there. So this is the link. I just went to Google, type AWS free tier. Whatever the link I opened, I just opened it. Look at this. So friends, the server, if we call it EC2, the service name, I'll come to the billing section again. Okay. Now, if you want the server, the service name is EC2. EC2 stands for Vedvyas. You're able to complete that? Perfect. Good. So if you want the server, friends, the service name is EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. You need to open this, and it will open the EC2 module now. Everything is through service. Everything. So here we come here and create the server. We'll understand how do we do that. This is the first thing we will learn, friends. To create the server. Today only we will learn how to create the server, because you'll be given access to the Linux recorded sessions, and you need to practice in the Linux server. So today we will understand how do we create a Linux server so that you can get started. Um, you can get started, friends, on your Linux journey. Okay. Those who have enrolled, please do message in the group that I think separate groups haven't created. I don't think so, right? I don't. They are wait. Maybe it will be done this weekend then. Um, okay. So a separate group will be created, friends. And but I said you can message in the group. Okay, wherever group you are, tag ISA members. Hello, ISA team. Please provide Linux recorded sessions, access to Linux recorded sessions. They may ask your email address. They would give you access. Okay, just do that in whichever group you are, and we'll be creating a separate group as well for you. And today we will learn about Linux. We'll learn about how to get the server, and then you can practice there. Now, if you look at the free tier, we have this 750 hours of free. Means 750 hours we can use it for free. But we cannot use the bigger VM. Okay. When I say bigger VMs, like multiple cores, multiple RAM, no, we cannot. One vCPU, one core, 1 GB RAM. Okay. You can get it. We call that machine as T2 micro or T3 micro. Okay, in instance type we call it. Today we will understand what instance type, right? We can only use that one VCP, 1 GB RAM, but we can use it. We can log in and practice all those things. We can install softwares, a lot of things. So 750 hours is free. On the storage, like the S3, again S3 is the storage. Search for S3. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service. One of the primary reasons of using cloud is the server and the storage. We'll learn more in detail about S3, but this is how it looks. We will create some storage there. Like the entire Netflix that we watch, friends, is stored in S3. All the content that you watch, they use S3. The Dropbox, if you have uploaded some documents or used Dropbox, they use S3 in the backend. This is the storage service. A lot of companies, they use this service for their business. Like Netflix uses S3 to store the content. Dropbox is using like a storage place. Like we have up to 5 GB, we could use it, upload it, it will be free. We have something called databases, RDS, relational database service, we call it. We have a lot of database services. If you come here, click on this, you have database options, multiple database options. We'll talk about it. RDS is one of them, DynamoDB. So relational database service. So you can use it. 750 hours of RDS. DynamoDB, again a database. SageMaker, something to do with the AI/ML, Lambda, like a lot of things. I'll keep on SNS for the notification service. Lot of free things. Okay, lot of free things. CloudWatch we have. We can create some metrics and alarms. 10 metrics and alarms could be created. Like lot of free things. Okay, we'll understand this slowly. So a lot of things are there. EFS 5 GB. Again, it's a storage service. So a lot of free things are there, friends, here, and it's good for our learning thing here. And there are services which are always free also. Once you create the account, you will always free. If you select the always free, these things are always free. There are services. They're always free also. So a lot of good things that AWS provides, and every cloud does this. Okay, not just AWS. Azure does this. Azure give it for only for 30 days. GCP, Google Cloud Platform, they do it only for 30 days, but AWS gives you for 1 year. More time to explore. So we'll be proving all the practice here. We'll keep on exploring this. So coming to the cloud part, friends. Are we clear what is cloud? First thing, what is cloud? What is the difference between on-prem and cloud? We talked about these two things in the last Sunday, the last part. We were talking mostly about the course. I am not going to planning to devote more time on the course. But if you have any questions, anybody? Okay. Aman, what is the question? You have raised your hand. Go ahead.
Like I want to know about the CCUE clouds. Like, is that the same process that we are using here to purchase the clouds for the CCUE as well? Like there are two different from
What
the
is that
old one.
CCU? Could you help me expand that term? What is CCU?
Cloud Central, something which we generally use for the new clouds that are like in my project, we have the old Azure cloud where we are generally have the traditional VMs and servers, and the new CCOE cloud where we have based on the nodes and something.
So you have on-prem. Basically, what you're saying, traditional means on-prem is what I'm guessing, right?
Yes. And
And
then
you also have something running in the cloud, which is you're using Azure cloud.
yes.
Okay. And what are you doing? Migrating anything? What are you doing? So I understood you have an on-prem as well as the cloud part. So what is that you're asking? May I know?
like what they have mentioned, like they have Azure clouds that they earlier used for the in that they have traditional VMs and servers, and then they get the new cloud, the CCOE cloud, and where that infrastructure is based on mostly on the nodes. So
See, what I think this term is confusing. Okay, I don't know. This is not a global term. Your company is
CCOE is
using this
something
term.
like Cloud Central Excellence, something like that.
So your company is using this term. Okay, it is not a global term. Okay, CCU is not a global term. It's a global term. Everybody understands this. I don't think so. It's very company specific thing. They're calling the cloud infrastructure. They're calling it CCU cloud. Is what I've understood. Is I'm able to understand. It's not a global term.
Cloud
Generic.
Center of Excellence.
So your company has given this name. Okay. Uh, Cloud Center
So it's
Center.
like performance center of excellence, right? I think it's looks like they named it.
Ha.
Yeah, yeah.
Cloud Center. Okay, this is guy. This is the one. Okay, one second. CCOE. Okay. Yeah. So Cloud Center of Excellence functions. Okay. Is this what term you're referring to? CCOE?
Yes, correct.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So
So this
mainly
have
whenever we have any issue from the cloud servers, we go to the CCOE people and they resolve the issue for us, or
so
anything
they
we need to deploy on the cloud. So
okay. I think they have a team. They are building the infrastructure. Those guys are responsible. May I know which team you belong there, Aman? You work as a
I'm from the performance engineering team. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yes, so they have this team in your company where because they may be trying to migrate from on-prem to cloud, or they are trying to have another infrastructure cluster being created in the cloud along with the traditional on-prem that you have, and they have this team. And you may be doing some sort of testing. The infrastructure, the on-prem, what they would have, they would be creating a similar kind of infrastructure, the nodes and all those things, and you'll be testing. They'll be deploying the application in the cloud, and you'll be testing it, how performance is. Do you see the difference between on-prem versus cloud? Is that something you're talking about like this?
Yes, because whenever we
You,
need the new codes or whenever we need to deploy something, we need to go to these people, CCV people, then they deploy or whatever issue we
they own
get from the
basically
application. Yes,
anything going to the cloud. They go through these peoples, right?
yes,
Okay, so basically they have a team. Your company have a team who is managing cloud infrastructure, and that's what it is. Okay, is what yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
got it.
nothing.
Thank you.
It's nothing to something very big thing. So they are managing the infrastructure. So like the one which is showing you in AWS, let's say the server, you go to EC2, get some server. Server is the nothing but the node. Okay, you call it
Yeah,
node, you call it server, you call it instance, you call it virtual machine. All are the same, one and the same. Then you get storage, you can deploy your applications on the server, right? You test it, you get a URL, you get a load balancer, you get the test it, all those things. Okay, so they're managing cloud infrastructure, and that's what their team is calling it, this cloud center of excellence. And whatever the infrastructure, any deployment that's happening in the cloud, it is going through them. Basically, it's the cloud DevOps team, thing like that. It is
yeah.
the DevOps team in your company. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Okay,
Okay.
good. So you are already like this. This is how you are. You can explore this. So this, what this course will do. This course will make you understand from the cloud perspective. Then you can ask for, can you get read access of the account? Similar to that in AWS, we have this Azure also. Okay. Here we call it. I'll share one link. Okay. Let me show you a link. Compare cloud. We call it compare cloud.in. So here you get a, if I call something EC2 in a, if I call EC2, what is the name that I give for in Azure? That's Azure Virtual Machine. What is the name I use for GCP? Compute Engine. So the service name is different. The look and feel would be different. You account in Azure. Very simple to create the account in Azure. And you can do this parallelly. Let's say you are interested in Azure because your company is using it. What you can do, Aman, you can also create an Azure account. Very simple. You just go to Azure Cloud and you can create the account and explore this. Nothing, not a big deal at all. Just come here and create the account. Like the one which we did in AWS. We can explore this in the get started with Azure, and you would be sign up, same details, sign up and continue that, right?
Yeah. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Free tier account, 200 credit they give, but they have only for the 30 days, I told you, right? Can create, and they also have a lot of services to explore. So you can say sign up here, sign up for the free tier account, and then like this, and you can continue with doing that. And then you can explore the same way. So we will be talking from the AWS perspective, but same thing could be can be done. Okay, so just sign up. Not you know, create one. So just create one account and just sign it. That's all. They'll give you free tier account and you can access this, all those things, free monthly this amounts, some this they have it, $100 credit, and you can explore that. Same thing for GCP. See, we will learn on AWS, we can explore in parallel, and you can ask questions here if you have any doubts. Okay. So the name differs. The look and feel of the cloud would differ, but the use case remains the same. Why do I need cloud? Because I want to get the server. I need to get the storage. A lot of use cases are there. We will be exploring load balancing, auto scaling group. We have Lambda. I call it Lambda in Azure. They call it Azure Functions. You might have heard this term, Azure Functions, if you are using it already. Right? We call it Lambda. So we will explore this slowly. So bookmark this link. This link will help you, friends. I'm gonna share this is the link. Bookmark this link, and you can always compare one cloud service to another here in this link. Now come back to our topic, friends. So are we clear, friends? What is cloud? How different it is from on-prem? On-premise, like if I ask you to define in a very simple manner, will you be able to explain this in a very simple term? Data center that we own, what do we call this? Data center that we own, like we purchase the land, construct the building, purchase all the servers, takes care of internet, takes care of electricity, takes care of maintenance, security of the cloud, of the facility. What do we call that as?
On premise.
On premise. Is it everybody? Friends, I need you to actively tell me yes or no so that I understand your concept and help you. If you're nodding your head, I cannot help you. Let's say if you understand, it's good, but if you don't understand, I'm clueless. Please be active. Please respond. Now, the data center that we leverage, use as pay as you go. What do we call data center?
Yes,
Model
cloud.
as
We
simple.
call it as cloud. Yeah.
The simplest definition. Yes. The simplest definition, right? So have that clear understanding. The data center that we own. So I will share the PPT with you. Let's start from there, friends. So friends, those who have enrolled will be getting access to this in a couple of days. All this Google Drive, PPTs and other things. So just wait for a couple of days. I'll be opening the cloud PPT. Okay, this is called data center. Uh, in a facility in the outskirt of a city where we have procured the land, purchased the land. Look at the investment that goes inside the data center. You can Google also, YouTube, how a data center looks like. You'll get a good video also. But this is how a data center looks like. A lot of investment goes in here. You purchase the land in the outskirts of a city. You construct this facility. You purchased all these servers, storage, and all sorts of devices here. This facility cannot run out of electricity. You set up some sort of power grid, multiple redundant power sources. This facility cannot run out of electricity. You take care of that. These servers will generate enormous amount of heat. You have to maintain a temperature. You have to do something for the cooling mechanism also. You have to set it up. Now, to protect this facility, you need to hire security personnel for the physical security. And then these servers can run out of issues. So you need somebody in the data center working to replace servers for the maintenance. Lot of cost goes inside to set up a data center. Can everybody afford this easily? No, friends. Multiple billions of dollars goes into this. Not everybody can afford this. That's the challenge. And that's what the cloud providers, they have tap into this business because they know that there's a huge requirement of resources. Not everybody can set up. They're the big players. They have set up hundreds such data centers across the globe. Hundreds of such data centers across the globe. And you can use it like a rent, like how we stay in a rented apartment. As long as we pay the rent, you can stay here, enjoy the services, everything. Stop paying, we are not authorized to stay there, right? Same thing. As long as you pay the cloud bills, like the cloud bill which I showed you for me, as long as I'm paying the bill, I will be able to log in, use the services. The moment I stop paying the bill, I'll not be even able to log in. They would suspend my credentials. Simple. That's how they manage it. So why do we use cloud? So can I define, friends, can I define cloud? Like, so if you look at this, so see, if you look at the on-prem or the, see, we have to set up networking, storage, purchase this, maintain the servers. We need to do the virtualization of servers, install operating. Lot of things are there. And why do we use cloud? Because efficient cost reduction. We want like a lot of good features. I'll come to these slides. Okay, I'll come to these slides later. So if you look at the situation, I'll show you the cloud AWS global infrastructure. I was talking about that they have hundreds of such data centers, right? If you look at the AWS presence, same thing you can find other cloud also. They compete with each other. Friends, AWS has 114 availability zones. Think availability zone as data center. How many such data centers they have? 114 across the globe. Now, what they do for high availability, see, for any website, understand couple of words, very important. For any website, what is important? That first of all, that website has to be available. If I hit Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, any other website, MakeMyTrip.com, that application should be available. That's the first thing. Second thing should be performance. Performance wise, they should be good. Like ideally, right? That's what from a user perspective, right? We check, we see. There are a lot of other things, security, reliability, cost, all those things. That's fine. But availability is the most important thing. And what they have done, at least the website has to be available. Then only all other things could be talked upon. They have 114 such data centers. We call it availability zones. If you look at the definition of availability zone, they define availability zone as one or more discrete data centers. One availability zone could have one or more discrete data centers. To keep it simple, just imagine one AZ as one AZ, one AZ as one data center. Just think like this. But from a definition perspective, know that they are defining one AZ as one or more discrete data centers. But from the understanding perspective in your mind, because you need to draw a picture in the mind, think as one AZ as one data center. Now, they have got regions across the. This is the regions. So what you see in the green circle, white green circle, they are showing you the regions available across the globe. In India, there are two regions, one in Mumbai, one in Hyderabad. Like, and they also have in Australia two regions, Sydney and Melbourne. Right? They have in Thailand, they have in Singapore, they have across the globe, Jakarta, they have their UAE, Bahrain, Tel Aviv, Israel have it. In European countries, they have in multiple countries here. They have in North America also. So across the globe, the Seoul, they have it here, Beijing, China. So across the globe, in New Zealand, they're coming up. They're coming up in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They're building up. Germany, they're coming up, and they keep on growing. Okay, I have been capturing this slide where the number of regions were like 18 or 9, like 15 or 16 is what, like multiple years now I have been capped, and they're growing. Is what keep on growing. Now, one region, how they define one region? That's very important to understand. They define one region as, see, region is not a physical thing. It is a virtual thing. It's a logical thing. When you combined multiple availability zones, you call it a region. In Mumbai, they are combining how many edges they have in Mumbai. In Mumbai region, friends, I would like everybody to type it in the chat. In Mumbai region, how many availability zones they have? Friends, please read it and answer. 3. So when they combine 3 availability zone, they call it as one region. Now, they can combine 2 also, minimum 2, maximum 6. Usually 6, usually 3. Okay. So look at this definition here. One region can have greater than or equal to 2 AZs. One region can have 6 AZ maximum, minimum 2, usually 3. You will find in most of the regions, the availability zone is 3. three three AGs per region usually. Why do they do this? That's very important question to answer. Friends, for high availability. If I show you a diagram, you will understand. This is what they call it a region. When you combine multiple AZs together, they define minimum 2, usually 3, maximum 6. They define as one region. This is one region where we have 3 availability zones. Why there are 3 or why there are minimum 2? Friends, as per the recommendations to make your server highly available, to application highly available, the application, because see, Amazon.com is a domain name. It's a domain name. You can go to GoDaddy, go to Google Domain, you can purchase a domain. Underneath that, you have a web server, app server, database server. Let's talk about 3-tier applications, simple. So the servers that you hit, the web server, app server, database server, right? They suggest, AWS suggests that boss use multiple availability zones in your deployment. If you have a server, web server, deploy across multiple AZs. Don't deploy everything in one AZ. That's what they tell. Have your servers here also, have your servers here also, have your servers across AZs. Why they suggest this? Because if one AZ goes down, let's say earthquake came, flood came. If one AZ goes down, the request can be served by other AZ. You have nodes available in other AZ. And you can bring up more nodes if you require in other AZ. And the way they have developed these AZs, friends, in a region, these AZs are 200 kilometers apart. They are not one after the other at the same place. No, in Mumbai also, or in Hyderabad, there are 3 AZs. They are not located, these data centers are not located at the same place. They are located 150 to 200 kilometers apart. Same thing goes for other countries, other regions. Because if the flood comes and if this facility is not operational, earthquake came, right? See, high availability is the major concern. Website should not go down because that will have the business. I'm not talking about natural disasters, but it could be anything, right? Because of that, you're not able to, the one particular AZ is not operational. It could be any region. So have your servers deployed in across multiple AZs. If I have web server here also, in 2 regions, 3 regions, and if one region is not working, that's fine. I'll not have a downtime, friends. But if I have everything deployed in one AZ and that AZ is gone, I will have downtime. Yes or no? Able to understand what I'm trying to say? Why AWS has done this architecture in their AZ and region setup itself? Why they have done it? See, we as a user, we do have an option to select that what all AZ we want our servers to be deployed. That we'll talk about it. How do we do that? But what they have done, we need to understand, appreciate this. They have done in such a way that they want us to do this so that our application we are running into deploying in AWS. Every cloud is doing it. Okay, it's not about only AWS. Azure does this, GCP does this, Oracle, every cloud does the same setup. Friends, able to understand this region and easy concept? Everybody, please type yes in the chat or ask me any question if you have.
Roshan, just one query.
Uh,
So when you say that keep the system in the multiple regions, so we
No,
have
no,
like
no, no.
real
Multiple
multiple.
AZs. Hold
Sorry,
on.
yeah, multiple
Multiple
AZs. Sorry,
AZ.
sorry, yeah, multiple AZs. So for example, so in the production system itself, some of the application server we need to keep it in one AZ, and some of the applications are in a different AZ. In that
Correct.
way,
And
or
then the
it's
load
like
will be
okay,
balanced. Yes, correct. So you will have two servers here, and load will be balanced from a regional load balance. I will have a load balancer which is going to distribute my traffic in both the AZs.
Okay, regional, the load balancer will sit in the regional level, not at the
Regional service. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Yes, thanks.
Sounds good. Good question.
So Roshan, when we are calling for Mumbai, the application zone it was showing is 3 and the local zone it was showing is 2. So what does mean by local zone?
Okay, we will talk about it. We'll go one by one. Don't worry. We'll talk about other things later, one by one. Any question that what we had discussed? AZs and region. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Step by step. Okay. Let's not mix it everything. Slowly, step by step.
Roshan, just I have a question here. So for example, in this picture, if we take it as like in a Hyderabad region, so we can call it like in a Hyderabad region. So the three different data centers which you're looking like, we can treat it like AZ1, AZ2,
AZ, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all
AZ1,
AZs belong to
AZ2,
this is particular to one region, right?
One region.
Whether
Yes,
it is Mumbai or Hyderabad, whatever the region it is. So all these are like in a different AZs.
They're all AZ. This is one AZ, this is second AZ, this is third AZ. And all these AZs combined, we call it a region. So region is a logical thing. AZ is a physical thing, real thing. So when you combine the AZs, we call it as a region. When you combine the AZs, we call it a region. Yeah. So regional is not a something physical thing, it's a logical thing.
Got it.
What are you defining as a region? So yeah.
Roshan, like, is there any use case where we need applications to be deployed in multiple regions? I understand AGs.
Yeah, disaster recovery. We do that. Disaster recovery. We don't. I want to be highly available. Like think like company like NASDAQ. Can they afford to go down? Which is the US exchange? Can they afford to go down at even for a minute?
Yeah. No.
Right. So the companies like that can set up, friends. We can have another cluster. So we can have one cluster, one cluster primary production. We call it primary production. Other could be as a DR setup in other region. Companies even go multi-cloud. They don't even trust one cloud. They also had deployed in AWS. They will also use Azure. Multi-cloud is also there. So lot of things, high availability, there is no end to it, but it will keep on increasing the cost. So we do that that's a very normal use case, multi-region. We do it for disaster recovery. What is disaster? Disaster is the entire region is down, which is the rarest scenario, right? Rarest. It will hardly happen once in many years or once in a year. Rarest scenario. First of all, bringing down one AZ is not a very simple use case, because they take care of all sorts of redundancy, electricity, internet, all the backups, everything. Bringing on one AZ itself is not a very common scenario. Now, when you talk about disaster, the complete regions should be shut down. That's what a disaster means. So that how will be available if the entire region goes down. So we talk about disaster recovery scenario. We have all the clusters deployed in other region. Now, do we need to be do we need to have the entire servers? Let's say you're using 500 servers. It has a cost of, let's say, $50,000 a month. If you create 500 servers in other region, can your company afford that double cost, right? Yes or no? That's a very important question to answer for the company. Like, depends. Is my application that critical? Or for those scenarios, I'll be ready and I'll create the server when I need it. So we need to discuss all those here. We will discuss this later. Disaster recovery. So yeah, it's a very common thing. We will discuss that later. Good question.
Can we say availability zone probably is like in one location, one building. Can we say,
Yeah,
or it
one
is in
building,
multiple
one
buildings?
building only.
One building only, right? So
Yeah.
like that, if a particular region is having, let us say example sake, three availability zones, so basically three buildings, and
Located far from each other. Okay. Always add this
located
word.
far from each other. Yeah,
Located far from each other. Yes.
yeah, far from each other. And when there need to be any load balancing that need to be done between these three different availability zones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where will that load balancer sit?
We will discuss this. Don't. Let's go slow. Go slow.
Okay.
We'll discuss this. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
create and show you.
Yeah,
Keep it
yeah. Why I
simple.
got that doubt is you mentioned, right? Initially, I was thinking region means probably like the availability zone, there will be something like region. But actually, region is something logical you
I will
mentioned.
create. Okay. I
Yeah.
will create a load
Okay, fine,
balancer.
fine. Yeah, yeah.
I will create a load balancer. I will show you how the traffic is being routed across multiple servers located in multiple AZs. I'll show you. Okay. Hold on for a couple of weeks. Okay. I'll show you. Today
Roshan,
is not the right
Srikanth
time.
here. Roshan, Srikanth here. So I just have one question. So right now in India, we only have one region with three availability zones.
Who told
And
one region? Are you
oh,
guessing?
oh no, I think maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, two.
In India,
In
oh, there are two.
AWS, two. Hyderabad and Mumbai. Yeah. Go ahead, ask your question, Srikanth.
No. So for all the, I mean, you said two regions, right, in India, Roshan?
Yeah.
With yeah.
Yes.
So will they have a similar setup in terms of servers and hardware configurations, right? Will they have same
It
setup or it
can
would be
differ, right? It can differ. Who they can have some differences. Who knows?
okay? Okay, I'm
They don't
just checking.
publish this in public domain. I have 200 servers. I have 199 servers. They don't told. Always they would be almost similar. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, friends. Let's discuss further now. Coming to the cloud account now. So the first thing that see once we log in, right? The first thing when we log into the cloud account, the first thing that we do is select a region. Look at this here. The right side, you see, we have got options, right? And we can select any region here, friends. It's up to you. We can work on Singapore region. We can work on Sydney, Tokyo, Frankfurt, any region we can select. So very important question. What is the criteria? I have so many options. We have so many options. But why would I select? Okay, Suganya, you have a question I see. Usually does load balance distribute traffic application traffic only within a region or across regions? No, within a region. Okay, within a region. Load balancer is a regional service. We will talk about it. It's within a region. Okay. Correct, Srikanth. LB sits at the region level. Correct. Okay. Now, please focus now. So on what criteria we will select a region? That's very important thing to understand. What do you think, friends? On what basis somebody would select a region? Let's guess. Let's understand. We all, most of the folks are okay. I have not got like first of all, I have not asked all of you. Are you all from performance background, friends? Use the chat or yeah, better to use the chat. It'd be easier done. Are we all from performance background? Yes, or just give me quick 2 words of your domain, your skill sets, friends. Performance engineer. Okay. Yes. If you know, please do mention what is your skill set. Uh, I see y'all. Yes. No. Okay. Wait. Yes. What's your? Would you write that?
I'm into
Uh,
application support.
application support. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Your SR. This will help you. Okay. Each is a network engineer. Okay. No. Let's talk about that question later. Are you all performance engineer? Let's first answer this question. Prod L2 support. Good. Okay. So I see performance engineers. I see application support. I see prod L2 support. 3 roles, right? All of you? Yeah. Okay, good. Good, friends. So let's Let's start your thinking hats and help me understand this question. I already got few answers from Amol, and Amol has answered network latency. Good. So on what criteria, friends, I will select a region? Why would I select a region? And why would I not select a, because we have so many options. On what basis do you think I will select a region? Security data compliance. Okay, Amol. Yeah, good. Latency and based on services available on that region. Oh, services availability. Okay, latency. Good. Yeah, Anil. Yeah, you have a valid points. Regional based on services, cost, latency needs. Okay, good. I think couple of you have got the answer right. Sai, Anil, Priyadarshini. Good. I'll just repeat that for all of you. See, the most important thing, friend, of selecting a region, why we select a region? Because we are going to create servers, storage there, correct? That's why we select a region. If I select Singapore, right, and basically what it means that I am going to work, create my infrastructure, create my server, storage in Singapore region. Basically, that's what it means. Basically, that's what it means. So why would I select Singapore? And why would I not select other? So first thing, friends, the customer location. The customer location plays the most important role. Think about it, friends. If you have a website for India, let's say, very India website, let's say, think about a lot of websites India specific that only people from India they use it mostly, like Flipkart. I don't think so. They are across the globe. They're using it, right? Like mostly customers are IRCTC. Yes, perfect example, Suganya. IRCTC, Indian Railway tickets, right? Yes. Think like this. If the server is nearby, because when you hit the website from your browser, what happens? Understand this. The request has to travel, the packet, network packet. When I go to irctc.co, login, when I go to this website, the network packet is traveling from my browser and is hitting the server, IRCTC server. If the server will be far, my network packet has to travel far. There will be network latency. Why would I, if I have a website for India, why would I create the server in US or in Australia? No logic to it, right? Why would I make network latency more for no regions? We will not do that. So the customer locations, network latency, consider network latency play the most important decision-making factor of selecting a region. Sounds good, everybody? So the customer location, friends, one of the important. I hope we got this point, everybody. Network latency, network packet has to travel all the way and come back also. It will hit the server. My request will hit the server. Server will have some latency. Like server will have some response time. It will process my request. Again, it will respond. Again, the network packet has to travel all the way to my browser. It will have network latency. Unnecessary. It will be in a millisecond, but it will be there. Why to have that? In fact, why do we have this? We all are performance engineer, most of you. And if you even if you are not, I see support guys also. So have that thought process, friends. Why do we need to create network latency unnecessary? Is everybody on the same page? Customer locations plays a very important role. Network latency, friends. We don't want unnecessary network latency. Third region. Yeah, this is the last topic we are discussing, Kiran. I know today was for 1 hour. I'm extending it. We'll be just taking 5 more minutes, okay? And we'll be wrapping it up today. Network latency. The third thing, friends, is service availability. Okay, I would put third thing as government regulations. Okay, there are a lot of government keeps a mandate that my data of the country cannot leave the country, right? Specific. So there could be government regulations that the data cannot leave the country and all. So the third factor is government regulations. The fourth one is service availability. Not all the services are available in all the regions. It's very rare. Fourth, most of the services are available, but there could be some say service that you require and you don't have it. So you can go ahead with other service. But on priority basis, that's fourth, service availability. And the fifth option is cost. Uh, Depending on the demand and supply, cost of EC2 instance could be more or less depending on the demand and supply thing. So these five factors decide a region. If you don't have any thought process for learning purpose, friends, we can select anything that we want. Not a problem. Singapore or Mumbai, Hyderabad, whatever you want, we can select it. Uh, right? We can select anything here and we can continue. Friends, we have planned for 1 hour session today. I'll stick to that plan. We will learn about server creation EC2 tomorrow, friends. We will do that. Okay. And then you'll be able to practice Linux. So let's focus on, I would give you assignment for all of you. Assignment is that get your AWS account. Okay, everybody. Those who are looking, those who are planning to proceed with us in this course, you need to have AWS account. Amol, yes, 1 hour session or 1.5 hour sessions. We will discuss. Yeah, mostly 2 hours. Let me check website. One second. Mostly we'll have 1 hour. Okay, today, tomorrow, one final match is also there, right? So we'll not extend more than 1 hour. Okay, India versus New Zealand, right? So I understand that part. We'll have it 1 hour only. Maximum we will learn how to get the server and we will try to wrap it up early at the earliest. Depending on the match situation, we will do that. But we will definitely learn how to get the server first thing. I would have planned for 2 hours. Yeah, okay. I didn't know or never thought the match timings, and I planned for 2 hours, but we'll not do it for 2 hours. We will just keep it to the server creation, mostly half an hour, 45 minutes, or maximum 1 hour, depending on how the match is progressing. If we'll see, we'll see that. Take a decision tomorrow, but we'll just learn how to get the server anyway tomorrow. We'll do that. That will be the agenda for tomorrow. So today's friends, you have to make sure those who are looking forward to go ahead with us, please make sure that you create the account. Uh, right? Anybody, any questions? Anil, any questions you have? Sasidhar, Tirthana, Tiru, any questions you have about the course, anything? Any questions on the course part? In Mumbai, there are 3 AZs and 2 local zones. I'll talk. Yes, what is the difference between AZ? We will discuss that. Lakshmi, that's, I understand your everybody's
Hello.
curiosity. We will discuss about local zones sometime later. Lakshmi, just hold on. Just focus on what we're discussing. Yes, go ahead, Amol. Somebody who mentioned yellow. Hello, who was that? Amol, you have a question? Go ahead. Yeah, raise your hand, Amol. Do you have any? No, I cannot hear you. Can anybody hear Amol? I'm not able to hear Amol. No, Amol, you're not audible to anybody. You can type your question in the chat if you not able to, or your microphone is not working. Check. I will ask next. Okay, good. Friends, uh, those who are looking forward, we will be closing the window today. Those who are looking forward to enroll, get it enrolled. Okay, we'll be going in full swing. Okay, from next weekend. So today is the last day. Please complete your like payments, whatever you are planning to go ahead. If not, you're good. Okay, you must have learned something. If even if you're not going ahead, I wish you all the best, and you must have learned something in this sessions with me, right? Something. So that would be my take. Good thing. So and looking forward for the learning journey, please get it enrolled because you will not get more time to explore. Okay, that's all. So please do take the decision. I think you would have enough thing to evaluate. Let's get this done. Okay. So friends, we'll meet tomorrow and continue our discussion. Thank you so much, everybody. Get AWS account created. Okay, that would be the first thing I'm going to ask you. AWS account. Thank you so much, everybody.